Panis probably about 3.5 to 4 seconds ahead. And this, looking back, Olivier Panis and David Coulthard, they're battling over 10th place. Coulthard, of course, stayed out a lap longer.
Oh, look,
Massa slides through the pair.
Well, great stuff. Massa really opportunistic there. Panis got a bit held up by Coulthard, backed off, and Massa said, right, I'm coming through. He's also on the Bridgestones, but I wonder how long Massa will last. We've seen him spin several times already today, but he's still in the battle. He's still 11th.
And he also knows how slippery the track is. He's had 2 offs in the first lap, now back in control, battling for that position. 10th place, Coulthard holds, now Massa 11th. Panis slightly outmaneuvered by Massa into 12th place. Again, the rain heavy up at Beckett's, a lot less so around the front of the circuit.
Well, this is an enjoyable Grand Prix for us, and it's also, I'm sure, enjoyable for the drivers despite the conditions. The rain not that heavy that they're getting a lot of spray, which is the worst aspect of racing in the rain. Just this light rain leaving visibility good, a tricky track surface, and the opportunity to display some driving skills here. Despite all the traction control and driver aids, it's all about balance and control. Look at Massa.
Look at Massa, just drives around the outside of David Coulthard as if he wasn't there. And now Olivier Panis is ruining the fact that he allowed Massa to get through 1 lap earlier, and he's still caught behind David Coulthard. Look, Heidfeld now has gone past Olivier Panis as well. Both Saubers on their Bridgestones on their march forward.
Yeah, but Olivier's got to wake up. He's on the Bridgestones as well, and he's just letting them go past. And he's in the battle, but that's bad news for him. And as he has a little look again, and look, he's been closed up from behind by Fisichella. Fisichella's right behind them as well in the yellow Jordan. So as Coulthard holds up this group, there goes Heidfeld, gets past Coulthard. Panis, now Coulthard comes into the... What a story that would be if they can hold on to it. And here you are riding on board with Villeneuve. And it's not a battle for, sorry, Panis.
That's
and
Heidfeld,
behind
yes.
Heidfeld. This is a battle for what is 5th position.
So this is a battle of the 2 BARs currently in the top 6. Villeneuve in 4th place, Panis in 6th. And Nick Heidfeld feeling a lot of pressure from Olivier Panis. And Panis needs to be careful because Heidfeld will not want to concede 2 points in 5th place anyway, other than the hardest. But also, of course, it gives everybody an opportunity. As you see, there's a car on the outside of the corner as we came out of club, and Panis and
Button was running wide.
As Jenson Button indeed.
Yeah, he's down in 12th place now, Jenson Button. Of course, Trulli is out of the race entirely. Here comes Panis again, right behind the Sauber of Nick Heidfeld, and this is the battle for 5th place. But Panis, who hasn't really had a good run at Silverstone for many, many years, he's only once been in the points here before. No points so far this season. What an opportunity this is for him.
And just ahead is Giancarlo Fisichella. Well, it's certainly a Jordan, I think it's Fisichella.
Yes, well, Fisichella actually running behind them on the road.
Yeah, so looking at the other screen, it's in fact the car that we saw was Michael Schumacher, but there is a Jordan somewhere amongst all this bunch of cars.
Yes, and just caught
Olivier Panis just trying again to use whatever advantages the BAR has, but the Sauber's a pretty good car. Heidfeld well fired up.
Yes, let's see what Panis can do. He's attacking, pushing Heidfeld all the way. This is the battle for the points, and this is such a great opportunity for BAR Honda. Now look at this, Heidfeld using a bit of the wet track there, John, just trying to cool the tyres a bit.
Yeah, and I think Panis was doing the same thing on the right-hand side of the track, coming down just to stay on the slightly damper line before they get into the braking areas, just to ensure that the loads that they're now building up into these intermediate tyres are not going to be so much that they end up running out of tread altogether and therefore lose grip.
There you can see them sliding around as they come through Club Corner. Despite the traction control, there's a lot of steering effort going in. Again, Heidfeld using the wet part of the track, trying to keep those tyres as cool as possible up through Abbey Corner. And still this battle for 5th place continues. Now, interesting to see that Ralf Schumacher, who is on dry weather tyres, has just set some good competitive sector times as he's come out of the pits in the Williams. And that could mean, John, we'll see a few more coming into the pits for dry weather tyres soon.
Yes, and everybody in the pit lane will be watching Ralf Schumacher just to see what kind of times and how long it does take him to get down to comparable intermediate tyre times, and that's not very far away. And just for the Arrows fans, just views from the pit lane from Tom Walkinshaw that they both suffered.
So, on board with Panis. Just watch a second here.
I think Sauber get him in when these track conditions are in the transitional phase. Get in, get a set of slicks on, or a set of groove slicks on, but they've got to bring Panis in the next time around. He's got an opportunity in this lap to get